Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Giselle Mills. Welcome, and welcome back to my subscribers. Before we begin, I would love to wish you all a very happy new year. Can you believe it's 2020? I hope you rung in the new year with, joy and happiness, and that it's going quite well for you guys. And I also hope you had a good Christmas if you celebrate Christmas, or if not, you enjoyed the holidays. As you can see, if you've watched any of my videos, I have a different background. That's because I'm in a different place, I moved, and I'll talk more about that in a different video. So just excuse the background for now. I'm still trying to decide on where I want to film. For now, we're in my old childhood bedroom. So yeah, that's why you have some drawings up here. I'll move them and put up some new stuff. So guys, I thought today I would do my top 5 favorite books of 2019. I know 2019 is over, so I'm a bit late with this video, but still, we're still in January, it's still the first week, and yeah, I want to tell you guys what were my favorite picks for 2019. Now, I wanted to keep this list short because, well, I didn't have so many favorite books to talk about, so I just chose my top 5. In fact, I wanted to choose just 3, but I was like, you know what, let me just round it off to a nice 5. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you probably know why these books are included on my top 5 list for 2019. And without further ado, let me tell you guys what they are. Number 1, which would be my favorite book for 2019, would be, can you guys guess? Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. If you've watched my reading vlog of this, you would know that I absolutely adored this book. I love Trevor Noah, and this was my favorite memoir of all time. Not that I've read many memoirs, but this was the first one that I read and enjoyed completely. And yes, it's my favorite book of 2019. Number 2 would be the novel The Sun Is Also a Star. So that was my favorite novel for 2019, The Sun Is Also a Star, which was a lovely little contemporary romance novel. I talked about it as well in one of my previous videos, and I'll link it down below so you can check it out if you haven't seen it as yet. And that is written by the author Nicola Yoon, who is originally from Jamaica in the Caribbean, but lives in the US. And you guys know I love to promote authors from the Caribbean, books written about the Caribbean, and I'm so very pleased that I love this book so much, and especially the fact that it's by a Caribbean author. So yes, it's my favorite novel for 2019. Number 3 on my list of my top 5 favorite books for 2019 would be the fantasy novel Children of Blood and Bone by the author Tomi Adeyemi, who is a Nigerian-American author. I read this one fairly recently and I liked it for the most part. It was quite unique, different from what I've read before, and filled with lots of action and adventure. And it was set in the mystical land of Orisha, based on African folklore. And I found that very interesting and different, and it just opened up my eyes and kept me captivated. So Children of Blood and Bone is my 3rd pick, but my top pick for fantasy for 2019. And I can't wait to read the sequel, which I have, which is called Children of Virtue and Vengeance, I believe, and it came out in December. So I'll be reading that one quite soon as well, and I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy it, perhaps even more than the first one, Children of Blood and Bone. Number 4 on my list would be a very short historical fiction kind of novel, kind of memoir mix up, but it's more fiction than anything. It's called Our Nig by the author Harriet A Wilson. And I featured this one in one of my earlier videos. I think it was my September TBR. I'll link it down below anyway. And this one is a historical pick. It's historically significant because it is recognized as the first novel to be published by an African-American author in the United States. It was written back in the 1800s. I talked about it as well, as I told you guys in one of my earlier videos, and I'll have the link down below if you haven't seen it as yet. It's a very short book. It's a novella, and I really enjoyed reading it. I didn't think I would have liked it as much as I did. It tells the tale of a girl who was abandoned by her mother and father, and she was forced to basically grow up in a household where the persons who are caring for her don't like her. In fact, they hate her. It's a racist, abusive household. She's an indentured servant, and she endures so many horrors. But I really liked how it chronicled her journey, and despite the pain that she endured and the suffering, you could see that, you know, she was such a beautiful person, and the lessons that she learned, the virtues that she had, and yeah, it touched me, and I really liked it. So it's on my pick for my top 5 books of 2019. And lastly on my list, but not necessarily last because I liked it the least, but I have it there as number 5, Becoming by Michelle Obama, which is another memoir. I read that one much earlier in the year before I joined Booktube, so you would not see it mentioned in any of my videos so far. So I'm letting you guys know I read it and I enjoyed it. And I'm sure most of you know who Michelle Obama is. You know, she was the first lady, as in she was married to President Barack Obama, is married to President Barack Obama. And the book basically is a memoir of her early childhood, her teenage years, her young adult years, and her years as First Lady, what it was like being married to the president, what the political journey was like, her private life, you know, and how all of that influenced who she is today. It was the first memoir I've read, I believe, in my life, I think. But I enjoyed it, and it was very eye-opening, and I learned so much more about her than I knew before, and it really helped for me to view her more as, I guess, a real person, to see more down to earth than, you know, the glitz and the glamour and what you see on TV. So yeah, I really enjoyed Becoming. It was written beautifully, very well, and it really showcased, you know, what a wonderful, intelligent, brave, courageous person that Michelle Obama is. So guys, those were my top 5 books for 2019. Just to recap: Born a Crime by Trevor Noah, The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, Our Nig by Harriet A Wilson, and Becoming by Michelle Obama. I really love the fact that all of these books are by diverse authors of different backgrounds, authors of color, black persons, people whose voices normally, let's say a few years ago, you wouldn't really hear being, you know, talked about so much in the press. And I'm glad that I actually liked them. I liked the story, and I didn't just like it because of who the authors were. I actually enjoyed reading the contents of the books, and I'm really looking forward to reading even more books by even more diverse authors this year, you know, so you could just open up your mind and see things from a different point of view, walk in somebody else's shoes, so you could appreciate where you are in life now. So guys, if you've read any of these books, let me know down below. And if you've done a top 5 favorites or any kind of favorites video as well, you can let me know and I'll check it out. Or just tell me down below in the comments what were your favorite books for 2019. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, just click that red button. I'd love for you to join my reading and writing community here on Booktube. And also click the notification bell so you'd always know whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to like this video as well and comment your favorite book down below. And you can also feel free to check out my other social media channels. I'm very active on Twitter, and I am at Giselle_Mills. You can find all my information down below in the description bar. I'm also on Instagram, and my book channel really is Caribbean Books on Instagram. I also have a website, which is gisellemillsbooks.com. So guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!